Hey guys, Coach Tim on the Sunday morning sidewalks over here in Torrance, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about AI. Some people think of AI as it's the end of the end, right? And others see it as progress. And if you go back further, AI is not new. It's been around since the 50s, but it's been used to solve problems and solve diseases, etc. So pretty cool stuff, artificial intelligence. But really came on most of the public's mind, and it's still not completely infiltrated the world of the public, other than mostly through the marketing community, who has seen the potential for this to really make it so that we create content of any means, videos, audios. People are cloning their voice, they're cloning themselves visually. And I've certainly played with this myself quite a bit to see the limitations. Where a lot of people are messing with this is through ChatGPT and products like that. And the problem that most people that aren't technically minded are having is the practicality of it. Maybe intuitively they know that it writes very well, it appears to be very well, but it's usually going to be a very average article, if that's what you're going for. And the reason it's average, number one, is because the operator, right, it's never the horse, it's the rider. And if you don't know your outcome, then you're surely going to falter. You're going to create something less than optimal. There's something that we're all looking for, is to save time, right? We're looking to save money, we're looking to save time. And the automation is intoxicating. The automation is amazing, and the fact that you can get an article in less than a minute is pretty amazing. But you would like to have an article that is a little bit more than just vanilla, right? So what we can do is we got to know what we're looking for. I'll give you an example of some of the things you could use AI to do. If you want to research your competitors, you could go find out some stuff about them through their sitemap or on your own site. You can go to your sitemap and figure out maybe a better way to cluster your topics. Oh, you say, what's a topic? Well, it has to do with the whole notion of strings, not things, and or is it things, not strings? Excuse me, the other way around. Google is interested in entities, and it's very similar and confusing to keywords, but the keywords, the old keyword way of doing SEO is dead. It's useful, but only on the way to finding out the topical clusters, because if you can nail that, then you'll nail the whole genre, and you're on your way to the races. But and it comes from something called natural language processing, NLP. Which, by the way, AI takes use of also as they develop their LLMs. All these acronyms, right? It's ridiculous. So But the thing is, if you don't have that foundation, then what are you going to do? And so the cool thing is that you can use these tools if you have a idea of what you're looking for. If you don't know your outcome, don't even bother. But if you know your outcome, that's just beyond the empty, vacuous, I just want to make an article about red widgets, then you're really not going to get much. You might say, I want an article using these topical words that I've discovered, and I'm looking for what? I'm looking for 3 frequently asked questions. If you don't mind, when you're done with them, answer them. And then also, again, using the keyword, the topical keywords, and then leave behind some JSON schema also for the questions. Okay, now we're going somewhere, right? And then you can go back to that and you start crafting it. So think of yourself as the final editor, and you're using GPT as an example as your writing staff. But at the end of the day, it comes down on you to give the go button, right, to publish it. You can use this stuff, understanding that it lies a lot, not as much as it used to, but you can use this stuff to really dig deep into the stuff that you're looking to portray or to accomplish, right? So and then there's different uses. Like, for instance, right now I have a chat bot that on my site, and I have beta testing on some of my client sites that take my combined knowledge and it twins me, it copies me, and it basically sounds like me. So the ChatGPT, the public one, or the others, they're limited by their scrape, right? They're limited by their data, which is huge, which is sometimes the problem. It's so large that they're pulling from unfocused information, and oddly enough, not their data is limited also, though, because from the stuff that they didn't scrape or cannot scrape. As an example, transcripts from videos. Hello, guess what this stuff's getting used for? So you want to narrow, you want it to be specifically to your personality, to your values and whatnot. In automation, what you would like to do is narrow it to your own information, and then it just takes words and answers them based on that knowledge base. And boy, it sure does sound like you, because the original information is from you. And that's what we've created in our offering now, and it'll be public pretty soon. But that's what's possible. That's the practicality of it. That's where it gets practical, where you don't have to, I've always said, do I want to do all this automation stuff, or would it just be faster for me to type out an article, right? And when you have a chatbot that's you, now you've taken something and you've made it infinitely more practical. You're using it over and over and over again. It has more than one use. Hopefully that helps. This is Coach Tim out.